Hi guys, how are you? So this workout is actually going to be for my mom because at one point I bought her bands like this. I think they're the same resistance. So this one's pretty narrow, this one's a little wider, so that just means it's heavier resistance, a little harder. So we're going to create a full body workout that you can do with these two bands. There's a lot you can do with them, even though they look strange and you're like, they're long and they're circular, and it's like, what do you do? So we're gonna figure that out right now, okay? And I'm gonna use probably the easiest one for most of them. So if you want harder resistance, the orange band is too easy, then you can get the next one up, which is the black band. And I get most of my equipment, my bands included from performbetter.com. If you're interested in that information. Okay, so here we go. So I think first we're going to do a squat to an upright row. It's very important to warm up, guys. I'm not going to show you a warm up. I'm just going to get right to the exercises. And also, if anything hurts, if a joint hurts, if you don't really understand the action of the movement of the exercise, then just don't do it. You know, you can leave me a comment on YouTube or Instagram, and I will do my best to get back to you. I'm on Instagram more often than I am on YouTube. Just, you know, I need to get better at being on YouTube more often. Okay, so I'm going to stand on the band. Can you see that? My feet are going to be minimum shoulder, like I'm shoulder width apart, a little wider maybe. So this one I'm going to, there's about 4 inches between my hands here. So I'm going to sit down into a squat, sit down and back. There's going to be slack in the band. You're going to stand up, you're going to pull your hands towards your chin. Keep your elbows parallel to the floor. Now listen, if upright rows don't feel good on your shoulder, then like I said, just don't do it. So here, just keep going. A little work on those shoulders, right? Same band. You can transition right into this exercise. So now I'm going to anchor in my elbows towards my side. The band is across the palm of my hand, anchored into my thumb joint. I'm going to do a squat and an overhead press. Watch your nose. You don't want to band your nose on the way up overhead. Okay, here you go. You're going to sit down and back. Keep tension in the band here. Stand up tall. Press it overhead. Back to your chest. Squat. Press. Squat. Press. I'll give you 2 more. Squat. Press. Squat. And press. Okay? Seated row. I think I'll switch to the black band. So you're going to sit nice and tall. Legs are straight. You're going to take the band. You're going to put it around your feet. You're going to sit up nice and tall. So you've made handles, shoulder blades down and back. You are going to pull the band, your hands towards your rib cage, keeping your elbows nice and tight. So I want you to pull back as far as you can pull back. Okay, let's do a few more. So you get the action. Let me see. Whoa, that's hilarious. Let me try to go sideways. It's too lazy to get up and move. That's hilarious. See if you can see that there. A little better. 1 more pull for you. Love pulling. Okay, we all need to pull more than we need to push because we all sit all day and roll like, shoulders forward, neck is forward. We need to work on our posture. So pull. Okay. Push-ups, guys. So here's the dealio. I'm going to do a modified push-up. Modified push-up because, you know, I still got shoulder junk. One day, I'm hoping. All right, guys, here we go. So I'm on my knees. I'll go sideways so you can tell. So no booty in the air. Bring it down, modified plank, okay? So like, if I'm in a straight arm plank, I don't know if you can tell that I'm up off the floor. All you're gonna do is drop your knees. You're pretty much in position, but I'm going to bring my hands a little forward. So push up, chest to the floor, chest to the floor. Okay, so here's the dealio. If that's easy, you're gonna take the band. Can you see that you're gonna take the band and put it around your upper back. I'm gonna get a little closer. It's hard to see. I know, guys, I don't have the best thing. Everything's on my phone right here. So you're gonna hook that around your thumbs, right? Can you see that? All right, let me walk it back, because otherwise I won't be in frame. You won't see anything. Okay, here we go. All right, try to get it across your palms. All right. So what is gonna happen, you're gonna give me a push-up, and then the band is gonna create some resistance on the way up. So chest to the ground, and exhale, press. Chest to the ground, exhale, press. That's feeling a little weird. Okay, it's around, okay, here, and here, here, and here. So it just gives you a little extra resistance on the way up, so it'll make your push-ups harder. Okay. I'm gonna switch to the black band. We're gonna do a deadlift to a row. So a bent knee deadlift, Romanian deadlift, whatever you wanna call it. So my feet are about hip width apart. I'm gonna bend my knees. I'm gonna stand up tall. Shoulder blades down and back. So right here, this is where the work is. I'm gonna hinge it forward. Slight bend in my knees when I bend over. Hips go out and back. I'm gonna pull. I'm gonna stand up, that's where the work is. Here, here, and here. See if I can move this sideways. That going up. Just making sure this is actually recording. Okay, shoulder blades down and back. Hinge it forward, out and back. Look towards the floor. Pull, stand, pull, and stand, okay? All right, guys. All right, so we're gonna do, I'm now gonna switch this back, because now I'm gonna use a doorknob. It's best to use a door that opens inwards. You're gonna have more resistance if the door open inwards. I have to use, if you can see that door behind me, that's my closet door. It opens outwards. That's why I'm using the easy band, so I'm not gonna be yanking with too much force. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna loop this, both of them, around the doorknob, the inside of the doorknob. Hopefully you can kind of see. So basically, I threaded it through, right? I'm just gonna go over there and loop this around the doorknob. Does that make better sense? Okay, hopefully you can see me all the way back here. Hook it. I'm gonna pull it. So this band is kind of long, guys. So let's see here. It's not quite, you know, hopefully you can see it. The anchor point's kind of low, but that's okay. So I'm gonna pull this towards my rib cage, right here. Does that make sense? Let me go over here, pull, and I'll switch sides. So you, can you see that? It's hilarious. Okay, so I'm gonna use this same band. Now I'm gonna do a squat and a 2-arm pull. Okay, so you're gonna grab the band. I don't know if you can see, that's probably shoulder width apart, I'm gonna say. Create tension in the band. Wide stance with your feet. Squat, pull, squat, and pull. So I'm pulling the band towards my chest. You can't see that because that's not where the camera is. If it comes this way, maybe. Squat and pull. Maybe you'll just get the idea. Get the idea. Get the idea, hopefully. So if you do that squat and pull kind of fast to get your heart rate up. Goodness, I guess that's it. So there are some band variations on some exercises. Okay, so here's the dealio. How many did I just give you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I just gave you 7 exercises. So you can do all 7 if you want to, and maybe do 2 to 3 rounds in a circuit, 10 to 20 reps each exercise, depending on how well and how strong you're feeling that day. Or you can pick 5 out of the 7 exercises and do 3 to 5 rounds of those 5. One of my favorite things I used to do, I guess it was a favorite thing. It's about all I had energy for. 10 years ago. I can't believe it's already been 10 years. 10 years ago, I did my one and only figure show, so physique competition on stage. And goodness gracious, I've never exercised so much in my life. But I would do 5 sets of 5. So I would have, I guess that part's not important, but if I was pulling, I would have 3 pulling exercises and maybe 2 ab exercises, and I would do 5 exercises for 5 rounds, and I'd usually be done in 45 minutes, because then later that day I would have cardio to do once or twice when I was leaning out for the show, and you got to maintain enough energy to have to do all that again the next day. So you know, play around with it. You can do 5 sets of 5. You can do all 7 for 1 round to 3 rounds to 5 rounds. 7 exercises for 5 rounds is a lot, so I don't know about that. Like I said, 10 to 20 repetitions. If you don't want to count reps, set a timer. If you're a beginner, start with 20 seconds each exercise. Once that gets easy, go up to 30 seconds. Then 45 seconds, you can go up to a minute. I don't think there's any reason to do anything more than 60 seconds, because when it comes to an exercise, 60 seconds is a really long time. Sometimes 45 seconds is like, am I done yet? Okay, this is for my mom. I love you, Mom. Happy birthday. I hope you find this helpful, and hopefully because you requested it, somebody else will find it helpful. And okay, big hug. Mwah. I love you, Mama. And yeah, I'll see you all later.